just as a little test, if you want to test before you actually go ride the bike, you can, this serves two purposes doing this. It'll leave pressure on on the system. So if you want to check out your banjo fittings afterwards, wipe them off good, use some brake clean or something on a rag and just wipe around it so there's no residue. And you can take a wire tie, pump your brakes up, and just hold it in there with pressure on it and let it sit for a while. And what that's going to do too, if your pistons on your caliper, let's just say you got too much free play in the lever, or you notice that you're having more and more free play in the lever, that your brakes aren't the same as they were, say 10,000 miles down the road, whatever. What happens is your pads wear, and then the pistons have little square seals in them. So when you hit the brake, just think of that seal like that. It's square. So when you hit the piston goes out. It moves the seal like that. And when you let off of it, that rubber pulls the piston back in just that little bit. So what happens over time, because your pads wear and your pistons don't go out far enough, so if you're having to take up all that extra space between the piston and the pad, that's the free play you're feeling. So if you let the pistons all the way out with pressure on them, and say usually overnight, the square rings, that big square O-rings that seal the piston, they'll relax back to a square position. And that takes that free play up in your lever there. It works. Just do it all. Well, I'll tell you, I started doing it a really long time ago. A guy would bring a bike in for a service, and I'd pump the brakes up and do that right there with the wire tie. And while I'm doing the service,